I just played you Martha Manuzzi with Because of Who You Are. Before that, I also played you a track by Ty Tribbett titled Bless the Lord, Son of Man. Now, via StreamYard, I've got the amazing Cene and Mariana. Hello, hello, hoe gaan het?
Hallo, so lekker om hier te wees vanoggend.
Thank you so much for joining us. I'm so excited to chat to you. And yeah, I'm sure the listeners are quite excited to hear about my stories. You can hear me, hey?
Yes, we can hear you.
Fantastic. We're going to get straight into it. Now, what is the concept behind my stories?
So, Natasha, normally when somebody writes a book, they will get it illustrated, send it usually overseas for mass printing and distribution. But in my stories, this concept or process is individualized, which means every single book are built individually before it is printed. We start with an original story. The story is standard throughout the specific book. And then we create beautiful illustrations that are designed in such a way that the features of the main character of the book can be changed. So let's say, for example, you choose our safari book for your little girl named Becky. Then you will go to our website. You choose the safari book. You select a girl as the main character, and then you choose between different skin tones, hair colors,
Oh, wow.
hairstyles. For example, brown, blonde, black, curly, straight, short, pigtails. You can also add glasses or freckles. So in the end, your book, it will read Becky's Safari Adventure, and the character will resemble the looks of Becky. So, yeah, in a nutshell, that is the concept behind my stories.
Wow. So I guess it gives it a very personal touch, which is what you wanted.
Exactly, exactly.
Fantastic.
Very, very
And
personal.
and what was the inspiration, I think, behind this incredibly creative idea?
So, Sinai, my sister-in-law and also
Yes.
business partner, originally came up with this idea. She discovered the wonder of children's books after her son Martinez was born. She used to read to him all the time. And Sinai is also a professional graphic designer, and that is where the dream to design children's books started. So, in the meantime, amidst lockdown in 2020, I had some extra time. So, I wrote a personalized story to each of the children in our family. Martinez absolutely loved his book, especially because he was the main character in the story. It was
Yes.
his story. And that is when Sine phoned me up and she said, why don't we combine efforts and create personalized books for all children to enjoy? So there was a lot of things to consider, and we were not sure exactly how we were going to pull it off. But we just asked ourselves the age-old question, how do you eat an elephant? And the answer is bite by bite. So
Yes.
we took hands with an amazing and a very brave illustrator, and the ball started rolling. And then at the end of October 2020, we launched our very first personalized book. It was called Where is Hadida's Love Hiding? And that's also the book that was inspired by Martinez.
Amazing. Amazing.
Mhm.
Now, I know that we also touched on, I think, the personal feel to the book. What would you say was the initial vision for sort of creating that, the personalized books?
Well, we like to say that words have meaning and names have power. So the idea of combining an uplifting story with a child's name just it made us so happy. Something unique happens in your brain when you hear your own name.
Mm.
Depending on the tone, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not so good. But when you combine a child's name, with a positive message to affirm, to encourage, to inspire, we believe, this is what happens when a child recognizes their names and features on the cover and the pages of our storybooks. So it's a very positive feeling for both the reader and for us as the creators. One of the mothers who read our stories to her children, she gave us this feedback. She said, I thought it was just a simple bedtime story, but it is so much more. It is a
Wow.
sense of belonging, a sense of inclusiveness. And that is the heart behind my stories.
Amazing. And then your job is done.
Yeah. Well, yes, almost.
Amazing. Almost.
We
Amazing.
still have to build each individual book, but
Yeah.
yeah.
And what would you say, was the creative process involved? So in other words, I know you briefly mentioned the illustrations, the artwork, the illustrations, and even the writing.
Natasha, we don't have background in publishing children's books, so we worked around it that worked best for us. So when Mariana wrote the book and we decided that we're gonna do this, I did a basic layout for us with the text on each page to create a bit of tension and surprise on each page. So when I laid out a basic layout for us, we went back and each one of us did a little drawing. Each of us has a guilty pleasure of drawing. So so both of us went back and drew what we saw on the pages. And it happened that everything that we drew were the same, or basically showcasing the same stuff, the same expressions, the same highlights and everything. So we took that to a professional illustrator and we gave her our concepts and all the pages and everything, and she went about drawing the first book for us, Harida. The Harida and Safari book is hand drawn, so the process were a bit different. She mailed me the final sketches and
Yeah.
we scanned in and took pictures, and then my work started doing the Photoshop and doing all the combinations and deep etching and putting all the layers and everything together for the books. Our red balloon book was illustrated by another illustrator. He is illustrating digitally. So that was now again a whole new
A whole new
process.
process. Yes.
Yes, and figuring that out. So each book has had its own up and downs and challenges, but we conquered. So yeah, and then that's how we came about with our books.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Sine. And what can readers expect from your books?
Natasha, we have 4 books available to date. 3 of them are typical storybooks. And then one, our most recent Mommy and Me book, is a poem written in the child's voice for his or her mother. Can be also a grandmother or an auntie. It's quite different from our other books, and it's a reminder to celebrate the small day-to-day things with big love. And this one will also make a great Mother's Day gift, a birthday gift, etc. Then we have 3 storybooks. We mentioned some of them already. It's the Hadida book, the Safari book, and the Red Balloon, An Adventure with Ranger Steve book. So all 3 of them are fun and uplifting stories with a bit of humor here and there. The stories and the illustrations are 100% original. We put them together in a very well-designed layout, and then we also make use of a professional proofreader to ensure that the grammar and the spelling is correct. But more than that, we put a lot of love into each book. In the end, we want it to inspire children's imaginations, and we want to help children fall in love with books. We also have a lot of snippets and pictures on our website and social media pages. And like they say, a picture speaks 1,000 words.
Absolutely.
So people can also have a look there to see exactly what to expect from our books.
Amazing, amazing. And now let's just quickly talk about the ordering and the delivering process. How does that work?
Okay, Natasha. So our lead time is 2 to 4 weeks, because when each order comes in, we literally go and sit and put in the names. It's not automated; we do it ourselves. So when orders come in, we build the books, and we've got a standard agreement with our printers that every Tuesday morning we send our batch of books for the week to the printers. And one thing that's also very special about our books is that they're bound with the hand. So that process also takes quite a while for the people to seam the books and bind
Yeah.
them. So then they will then courier it from their offices when they're finished. Usually it's within a week. So then the next Tuesday, the books are sent out with courier guide to the different, to whatever address you gave us. So that's a process. You ordering from our website, where you can select the book, and as you select the hair and the styles and the skin color, you can actually see your little character build as you
Wow.
select the hairstyles and everything. So you can visualize what your book will look like, and I think that's also part of the fun in the process of ordering our books. So you get a little snippet of what the cover will look like, and you can pick the hair, and we receive your order as you picked it, and then we send it off to the printers.
I love that. I must just say, so I mean, I've got an 8-year-old, and I can only imagine the joy in her face when she picks up a book and she goes, "That's me," and she recognizes herself in the hair, in the skin tone, in the eyes. So I can definitely, I mean, I'm excited for that, to experience that joy in the reader, in the little ones, when they personalize with the characters. So that's quite exciting. You've got yourself a customer here. And then let's quickly just talk about the giveaway. Now, I don't know who's going to cover that one, but I do know that you have a book or two to give away to our listeners.
Yes, we're running a giveaway. We're giving one book to 3 lucky listeners. Um,
Fantastic.
yeah, so I'm not sure if you want them to call in or WhatsApp, or maybe you think I should give the WhatsApp number and then they can enter via our WhatsApp line.
I think so. Perhaps let me just confirm that. But do you know which type of book that it's going to be, or is that the surprise? Can we keep that as a surprise?
No, they can pick one of our 3 storybooks. So
Okay,
we'll
fantastic.
give each one a voucher with 580 Rand, which will be a hardcover book, and it includes the shipping for them.
Oh, wow. There we go.
Yes,
So
so
just to
they can,
confirm, yeah.
yes, they can pick whichever title they want for their little one.
That is fantastic. Thank you so much, ladies. And then, very lastly, can we just share your social media pages for those that are wanting to visit the website, maybe make an order, and to, I suppose, find out more information on MyStories?
Yes, our handle on Facebook and Instagram is at MyStories 2020. And then our website is www.mystories.co.za. And from our Facebook, you can also WhatsApp us if you have a query or anything. And our email address is info@mystories.co.za.
Thank you so very much. Just to confirm to those that are listening and I suppose watching this, you are giving away a voucher for one listener worth 580. Just to confirm that.
To 3 listeners.
To 3 listeners. Oh, well, there you have it. Thank you so very much, ladies. Thank you so much for your time. And like I said, I'm excited, for this concept. I love the idea behind it. And I cannot even begin to imagine the joy that it will bring to many kiddies around the world. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Natasha,
Natasha.
Yeah,
we also have a discount code we want to give to your listeners.
fantastic.
They can, if they want to check out one of our books, the story books, the Red Balloon, Harida, or Safari, they can use the discount code Radio CCFM for a 50 Rand discount on each book
Oh,
they order.
wow. Well, there you have it. Radio CCFM is the discount.
Yes.
Fantastic. And it's all caps, hey?
Yes.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, ladies. Once again, I'm so excited to get my order for my little one. And God bless on this beautiful journey that you've started, and all the best.
Thank you
Thank you
very
so
much.
much, Natasha.
All right. Keep well.
Thanks, you
Bye.
too.